There is only one thing in this world that is more beautiful than the scene before you. Boom. This folding knife right here. And guys, thank you for watching The Knife Whisperer. And remember, I love you. I wanna kiss you all over and over and again till the night closes in. Till the night closes in. Bang! Hello, boys and girls. Your local knife licker here. And today we are going to have a little Q&A. I put out a little ask me a question thing on Instagram yesterday. So I wrote all the questions down, and I will be posting screenshots of the questions from Instagram on this video for you, so you can see these people's tag for Instagram. So if you want to follow them, I say you do, because they're all great people. So without further ado, today's carry, the PM2, and this bad boy is in K390. Love the PM2. Such a great knife. Fun to play with. For show. For show. This one is absolutely stupid sharp too. I actually had this knife sold. I was gonna before that I was gonna send it to BJ. BJ Hill does awesome mod work. I was gonna have him do some of his special touches to it, but one of my buddies wanted to buy it from me. Well, the deal fell through. Wonderful. Which I could really use the money right now, seeing how I've been laid off for almost a month now. And I'm going to probably have a few knives that I'm going to have to try to sell, guys, to hopefully maybe get one or two or knives for the channel, and just to pay some bills. So be on the lookout for that, and I'd greatly appreciate it if you have the money. These are all knives that I've taken great care of. I only play with them, you know, and they've never cut anything. But anyways, let's get to today's Q&A. Now that's a little weird for a knife channel person to be doing a Q&A, but I'm weird. I think that's pretty apparent at this point in time in our journey with the Knife Whisperer and his knife sickness and absolute craziness. So why not? Let's do a Q&A and get to know me a little bit. So first off, from Steph Jeff, and she is actually my sister. Okay, she says, do you remember when we were kids and you took all of the knives out of the kitchen drawer and left them on the kitchen counter? And you told Mom that I did it. Yes, I do remember that, vaguely. Mostly because this story comes up a lot when we were talking about random stuff from growing up. And when we were younger, me and my sister didn't get along very well. You know, I was the oldest. She's a couple years younger than I am. And just seemed like no matter what I did, I was always in the wrong. So I looked for ways to frame my sister. And that was one of them. I took all of the kitchen knives and put them on the counter. Even back then, I guess I had an infinity with knives. And my mom came back in from putting the clothes on the line, I believe. And I told her that Steph had put all the knives on the counter. And of course, when my mom asked me, I'm a terrible liar. I think I broke down and cried or whatever. And then I don't remember. I think I got a couple spankings for that. Back in the days when you could spank your kid without going to prison for 25 years. Awesome, awesome story. I do remember it. Steph, I love you. Next up, Scott Big Bore Williams. That's Big Bore Knives and Gear on YouTube. You guys, I'm sure, are already following him. Great guy. Love Scott to death. Scott says, what got you into the knife and EDC world? Honestly, I've always liked knives. You know, I'm a guy. You know, I think most of us guys, not saying girls can't like them too, because they obviously do, and that's awesome. But I've always had like a thing with knives. Not really guns. My uncles used to take me out hunting a lot when I was younger. I never did shoot a deer or anything like that, but you know, I got pretty good with guns, and they always had knives, and I've always just kind of thought they were cool, you know. And of course, you grow up watching like different movies with guys with these nice swords, Excalibur or whatever, just bladed objects. And I'm trying to think what really got me into it. I think it was around like 7 or 8 years ago. I was just randomly looking through, I believe, YouTube, and I don't know what I typed in. I don't even know if I typed in knives, but somehow I came across a video of the ZT, was it the 0560, like one of the first Hinderer designs that they came out with, and it just grabbed me. I just thought it was sweet. You know, that was back when flippers were first coming out, and so I had always had Kershaws and stuff like that, nothing special. And I fell in love with the knife, and I just watched a bunch of videos on it, and I had to have it. And my next paycheck, I bought one. And so I believe I would say that is the knife that got me into the knife EDC world. As far as the other EDC stuff like flashlights and Hanks and stuff like that, I haven't really not into. I'm not against them. They're cool. I don't know. It just hasn't happened for me yet, I guess. But yeah, so there's that. Love you, Scott. Next, Tier 1 gear reviews. Tier 1, another great guy. Justin, I believe is his name. What was the first knife that made you see the value in higher end blades? That, again, would probably be the ZT 0560. You know, like I said, I'd had Kershaw knives, and back then I thought those were like the best out there because I wasn't researching anything and I hadn't really fallen into the hobby yet. And as soon as I got that knife in hand, I could totally feel the difference, you know. But I mean, thank God I did, and I was hoping that I did, because I went from $20, $30 knives to, I think back then I paid, I think it was like $240, $250 for that ZT. And yeah, that was definitely where I felt and saw the value in a higher end knife for sure. Like the smoothness, the fun in the deployment. Just you could feel the quality in your hand, you know. Next, we have James Strobe. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the last name right. James is a good guy. He comments on a lot of my stuff. What is your ultimate money no object grail knife? It's for me right now, I think for a custom would be a Tashi. I'm trying to think of the model. I gotta put a picture of that up too. The Tashi Baruka. Jeez, I can't think of the name of it. I will that's bad because it's my grail knife and I can't name it right. Idiot. I don't, because I'm on the spot. I wanted to read these questions. Obviously, I know what they were. I was writing them down, but I didn't want to like try to like study up and have my answers ready before I came in front of you guys. I wanted it to be real, and yeah, I can't remember the name of it. It's a Tashi Barucha. I'll look it up before I post this, and I'll post a picture of it. And thanks, James, for the question. Next, one of my favorites, Bob, the Knife Junkie. He says, if knives didn't exist, what would take their place? Wow. If knives didn't exist, so basically I'm dead then and I went to hell, right? It's gotta be. If knives aren't there, I'm in hell. Great. Well, let me think about this. What would take their place? Well, obviously, well, maybe not obviously. It's not like I'm a monster muscle-bound guy, but I'm really into the gym. And I really was more into the gym. I used to actually be pretty decent size. And I was very strict, like going 3-4 times a week. Took all the supplements. You know, I didn't take steroids, but I did take some different supplements. And with me, like when I get into something, I really get into it. And it's hard for me to have two things to be into at the same time. So if it wasn't the knives, it would be probably the gym. It would be fitness for me. The working out, the buying of the supplements, the clothing, you know, because if you got the muscles, you got to buy the fancy clothing that shows off how big your muscles are. So yes, I think it would be the fitness and the working out and that whole atmospheric situation. So, next, bearded gear, Jakey. I love that bearded biscuit. So, Jake says, any other hobbies besides knives? Well, I do still work out, not nearly as much as I used to, but I just a little bit to keep some sort of muscle that I spent all these years getting. So I guess that's kind of a hobby. Besides that, really, I used to like playing sports, and, you know, like baseball and stuff like that, but I got in a bad car accident when I was 19, and I'm almost 38 now in a couple weeks, and I've needed a hip replacement for the last little over 10 years, and it's gotten really bad to the point now where it hurts to walk. Like, it just, like, if you watch me, it just doesn't look fun, and trust me, it isn't fun. And so I can't really do the sports stuff. I don't really have any other hobbies that I can think of. I guess I like horror movies, if that can be considered a hobby. I like to stay up on like all the new horror movies coming out. I love staying up late at night and watching them, or sometimes waking up early in the morning before the rest of my house wakes up and I watch some. So yeah, sports a little bit, and horror movies, or the whole horror genre. Did I use that right? Genre? I don't know. I probably just ruined it there. Next, Kyle, DTOM, Knives and Gear. Kyle is a great dude. Kyle sent me a bunch of knives a little while back that I got to review for you guys. And he asked, do you have any brothers or sisters? Yes. Jeff, which is Steph Jefferson, that was my first question. She is a sister. Now, she is a couple years younger than me, so I think Steph would be, I think she just turned 35. Yeah. So there was me, and then there was my sister, which we both have different dads, and then my mom remarried again and had 3 more kids. So I have 4 sisters, okay? I have one that's 35. I have one that is 19. I have one that is, I think, almost 18 or just turned 18. This is bad. I don't know. And I'm sure Steph, if she watches this, will get me in the comments and let me know. And then I have one that is 16. So yes, I do have I have 4 sisters. Next, Lindy Lou, the magnificent Lindy Lou, the knife modder. If you guys, I'm sure a lot of you guys already know who Lindy Lou is. Check out her stuff on Instagram. She does some amazing work in the doing knife mods. She just does some great anno work, some different blade finishes, and she just started a YouTube channel, and I believe it's the Cat's Meow, or I think Cat's Meow or whatever. I will post a picture of that up on here too, and you should definitely follow her. She asks, what's a story from your first job, a funny, borderline embarrassing story from the good old days? Let's see here. From my first job, and I think I was like 14. So when I was in middle school, every day after school, I would walk down the road from my house, and there was a mechanic / auto body shop, and I used to go in there for 2 hours every weekday, and I would sweep the floors and take the trash out. And I can't think of anything funny that really happened there, but I can think of a kind of a awkward situation that happened there. Of course, at the time, I was like 14, maybe 15, and I was experimenting with cigarettes and stealing a couple beers from my dad's porch, or that type of stuff. Like, most normal kids do around that age. And a guy that worked with me used to chew tobacco, and he would have it on the top of his toolbox, and it would be open. And he would always have like a can in his back pocket, and then he'd always have another can, extra can, like in the up on top of the toolbox. And I ended up snagging one of those cans one day, and I don't know what I was thinking. Somehow I thought maybe he would have noticed it was gone, or he thought he had lost it. But yeah, so I took the chew, went home and did it, and I got like, it gave me the worst buzz in the world. Like I was out back laying on the ground in the yard, just like throwing up, and it wasn't a good situation. So anyways, I only did it that one time, then got rid of it. And I went back to work the next day, and then they called me into the office and said, do you know what happened to Ken's chew or whatever? I was like, I'm a terrible liar. So they probably saw right by looking at my face. I was like, no. I'm like, I have no idea. And they're like, are you sure? I said, yeah, I don't know. And then they proceeded to show me a video clip. I had no idea there was even cameras in this place. I don't know. They were all out in the open. I just never really saw them. Of me going to Ken's toolbox, taking it and putting it in my pocket. And I said, oh, that one. Yeah, I remember now. So then I got a warning. I had to go apologize to him, and it was just awkward from there on out because he looked at me like I was a criminal. And so yeah, that was a thing. Next, Wayne Sharpworld. Wayne has an amazing YouTube channel, guys. Check him out. He's been like just pounding the videos out lately, and he has just good content, and I just love his style of reviewing. Just he's good at describing things and showing it. Wayne asks, if you could travel to one place in the world, where would it be and why? Ireland. I am Irish. See that right there? Yeah, buddy. And actually, this probably even still looks red, but I had to get a clover put in the middle. It originally wasn't there because people kept asking me, "Oh, is that the Italian flag?" Because this looks red, I guess. I was like, Italian? No, it's Irish. There's a shillelagh here, green, white, and orange. It's not red. Do I even look Italian? I go out in the sun for 2 seconds and I get sunburned. Italian? No. And so I had to get the clover put in the middle so that would hopefully get rid of any dumb questions people would ask me about being Italian. So anyways, I'd love to go to Ireland. I've just from pictures and videos I've seen, it just looks beautiful. And it consistently gets ranked as like one of the best places to go on vacation. Just that people are extremely friendly, and just the cost of everything out there. It's just, I guess, a great place to go. So Ireland would be my pick of the litter. Thanks, Wayne. And last, but certainly not least, Mr. Dirk Warning. Dirk also has an amazing YouTube channel. Guys, check it out. I'm sure a lot of you that have subscribed to me already are subbed to him, but if not, check him out. Dirk wants to know, what kind of car is it that you do your chats from? Oh, this old jalopy? This here is a beautiful, beautiful 2009 Chevy Equinox. Yes, that has almost 180,000 miles on it. And it's starting to make all sorts of weird noises. It keeps passing inspection somehow. Actually, the outside looks clean. There's like barely any rust anywhere on it. But it's got a lot of miles on it, and but it's paid for, so we're pretty much just running it into the ground. Because it'd be kind of stupid to just go buy something new right now, especially now that I'm laid off. So knife sale coming up, guys. Thank you. Love you. So yeah, 2009 Chevy Equinox, and it's white. And it's really been a good car. I mean, I really can't complain. Haven't really had to do all too much to it, and it's been very reliable. So there's your Q&A, guys. I'd say maybe in another couple months we'll do another one. I just wanted to let you guys get to know me a little bit, and if you have any other questions, throw them down in the comments, and then I'll maybe add them into the next one. But thanks for watching. as always. And we got to keep showing a knife here because this is a knife channel, right? And I love you long time. Sweatshirt Flex. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.